Have you ever told yourself just one more TikTok video before bed? One video becomes five, then 10, and you eventually get that video on TikTok that says you've been scrolling for way too long. And suddenly it's midnight or later. You put the phone down, and instead of feeling sleepy, your mind is racing with thoughts. Sound familiar? You're not alone in this at all. Tonight, I'll convince you that you can enhance your sleep and mental well being by reducing the amount of time you spend on screens before bed and substituting them with peaceful pursuits like journaling or reading, which can truly transform your sleep and your life. I used to fall into the same trap every night. My phone would keep me up, and I'd feel anxious and exhausted the next morning, like I never really rested. I'd scroll through TikTok or Instagram for what I thought would be 10 minutes, but an hour would pass before I realized it. My sleep was terrible, and I'd wake up groggy and irritable, already behind on the day before it even started. Eventually, I decided to try setting a phone curfew for myself, turning off my phone for about 45 minutes before bed. At first, it did feel weird, but it felt like I was missing out on something. But after just a few nights of reading, instead, I noticed real changes. I fell asleep faster, my thoughts were calmer, and I started waking up feeling refreshed instead of drained. That experience is why I'm passionate about this subject, because it actually does work. And I want you to experience the same differences in your life. First, I'll explain how screens negatively affect sleep and well being. Then, I'll share a simple solution. Finally, I'll help you visualize how better sleep can lead to better days. Let's start by recognizing the true issue with nighttime screen time. Using screens right before bed causes sleep disturbances and negatively impacts your general health. Blue light from screens blocks melatonin, which is the hormone that helps us feel sleepy. The Sleep Foundation 2024 explains that blue light tells your brain it's still daytime, the sun's out, making it even harder to fall asleep. Individuals who use screens right before bed have poorer sleep quality and take longer to fall asleep. Harvard Health 2024 warns that this disruption, even just for 30 minutes before bed, can have real consequences. But sleep isn't the only thing affected. Spending too much time on screens right before bed is linked to both physical and mental health issues. According to Cleveland Clinic 2025, using your phone at night increases the risk of insomnia, especially in younger adults. Poor sleep leads to irritability, anxiety, trouble focusing, and even long-term mental health issues. Many of us already struggle with stress, so why would we make it worse by sabotaging our sleep? This all sounds a little bad, but here's the good news. There's an easy fix. The first thing you can do is start by setting a screen curfew 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Power down your phone or other devices and replace that time with something calmer. Journaling, reading, drawing, crocheting, anything, whatever helps you unwind. Harvard Medical School's 2024 found that participants who replaced screens with low stimulation activities fell asleep faster and reported improved sleeping within 1 week. The second thing you can do is build a peaceful nighttime routine. You can stretch gently, listen to calming music, or even try 5 to 10 minutes of guided meditation. According to Intermountain Healthcare 2023, these routines signal your body that it's time to go to sleep, boosting long-term sleep quality and reducing anxiety. You don't need to give up your phone forever. You just give your brain time to power down before bed and just let it rest. Now, let's imagine how your life would look if you implement these modifications. Picture this. You close your journal, your book, you finish your drawing, and you turn off the lights. You fall asleep easily and wake up feeling calm and rested. Your morning starts without a rush. You can finally cook breakfast, and you feel mentally clear and focused. Your mood is better, and you're even more productive at school or work. Now imagine that every night. A consistent screen-free bedtime routine leads to better memory, less anxiety, and a stronger immune system. According to Smith, 2018, even just 15 minutes of journaling per night significantly reduces mental distress and improves emotional well-being. So, what can you do tonight to begin? Tonight, just challenge yourself to power down your phone just at least 30 minutes before bed. Put it out of reach in a shelf, another room, just let it charge, and replace that screen time with something calming. Try journaling about your day, reading a chapter of a book, or simply listening to quiet music while you stretch or breathe deeply. Remember, better sleep means better mornings, better focus, better health, and an even better mood. And it starts with just one small choice. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. Your future self will really appreciate it if you attempt this tonight, even just once, rather than falling into the endless scroll of TikTok or YouTube or Instagram again. I've experienced this change myself, and I honestly say it's been one of the simplest, most meaningful habits I've ever adopted. I feel more in control, more rested, and more present in my daily life. You deserve to feel that too. And thank you so much for listening. And I truly hope that your sleep tonight is the beginning of something better for your body, your mind, and your peace of mind.